Got my Steve beanie.
It's Dork Court with the guys. Mark, Steven Walker, and me, your host,
Hello.
Mr. Rourke. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Walker said to me yesterday or the day before, he's like, "Is that your catchphrase?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Not remembering that no one currently alive remembers Fantasy Island.
Well, I mean, yeah, well,
how would he know, right? It's just some dumb thing from when I was his age. Yeah, so
The plane.
I can't stop myself from saying that, though. I just think it's so cool. Like, I really feel like Mr. Rourke is like Khan Noonien saying from Star Trek, but like in the present day. Like that's what Khan is doing. He wasn't shot off in the Botany Bay. In our timeline, he was just Mr. Rourke.
It's a regular Joe
running a fantasy island of some kind.
He was born 500 years too early.
So Steve is checking with the girls who are coming home. So that's what that is. But
cool.
I think we should talk. Oh, there we go. Sagasag remembers. Smiles, everyone. Smiles. Rich Corinthian leather. Yes.
It was his real chest, I tell you.
It was his real chest. Everybody seems to think it wasn't. I don't know. I don't think it. I think he might have done the Chris Pratt thing and like done 10 push-ups before they started filming. But he was a built guy. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that cool upholstered vest that he was wearing sort of made it look like it was more impressive, but it was all there. It was just kind of pushed together like a push-up bra.
Yeah, it was also like there was like a line right here from his necklace, and then just the way it all kind of.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I prefer to think it was real. How about that?
All right,
I want to believe.
What was real? What I missed?
Khan's chest.
Montalban's chest in Wrath of Khan.
Wait, hold on. It wasn't? Of course it was, wasn't it?
Everybody,
it was.
The old guys think it was, right? But some of the kids are like, "Oh, it's got to be fake."
No, I heard he got like jacked for it, didn't
I
he?
mean, he was jacked already. It's just he probably just whatever. So, what are we doing first? Fantastic Four, Jurassic World Rebirth. What? There's lots of stuff to talk about.
Let's see.
Well, hold on. I'm the director of Wrath of Khan. To stop asking if it was a prosthetic.
Yeah. I mean, right. It's one of those things, though, right? You'll never convince anybody. You could have 1,000 people on the production, starting from Nicholas Meyer down, going, no, you could have the costume designer putting her continuity Polaroids out in the world, and there'd still be people going, no, there's no way.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, I guess that leads into Fantastic Four in a good way because everyone's saying that the poster was AI when the example they're giving doesn't look like AI to me. It looks like someone just holding a camera.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of reproduced faces in the crowd and a lot of three fingers holding signs. So I think if it's not AI, some of it might be, or it's just lazy Photoshop, or there's definitely a skin on it to make the art, make the light sort of, congruous from upper left to lower right, which you don't really see in paintings or photographs, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if anybody did any work at all, it was artistically improving the AI output.
Yeah. The conspiracy theorist in me just thinks that Disney knows how to get people hyped up for a movie. So they're like, let's make the poster almost look like AI so everyone just spreads it everywhere. And meanwhile, there's like one artist in the back being like, no, I made that. I was told to make it look fake.
I would not put that past them. That like, here, let's kind of dope the AI thing so everybody talks about our movie for a little longer than they would have otherwise. Yeah. Because the cool thing about Star People is almost instantly, when that came out, the conversation from my stuff I read went from that's AI to, oh my God, did you guys realize that Jurassic World Rebirth and Superman and Fantastic Four are
Or
all
like week.
yeah, they're all coming out in July. And so I was like, that's cool, because that just makes me think I've got my Facebook feed to people who are talking about the stuff that matters and not the stuff that Disney's throwing in front of you that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we talk about that.
Isn't it also cool that it feels like the first time in a very, very long time that there's like a summer movie like month?
Like a blockbusters are coming
Like
back.
it's like we're gonna like I know that there's been hundreds of movies over the past few years that have been like big, but like that's like the first time I feel like it's like substantial. I don't know.
Yeah, that there's a clump of them. I'm with you. Like there was good ones. Like Barbie was obviously a thing, but then the Barbie Oppenheimer, that wasn't a nerd thing. That was a society thing, right?
Right.
Yeah,
We have two movies coming out at the same time. That's yeah. Go on, Walk.
I was gonna say, like, that was big amongst my friends. Like, over the summer, we saw Barbie. Like, me and my friends just saw Barbie 3 times over going with different people who hadn't seen it. So I feel like that one was like the last big one. And then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I didn't see that many times in the theater, but when it came out on June 2nd, we all watched it because that was our day, the day we graduated. Not graduated. That was our last day of school, so no one had anything going on, so we all watched it at 5:00.
Dude, but there hasn't really been in the last 5 or 10 years of you watching movies like a summer where there was just 3 giant
Like,
things.
boom, like that.
Was
Like
there?
Yeah, I don't think
maybe
so.
there was, but nothing that I can remember.
It's all been like one big one that lasted the 3 months, not like multiple ones.
Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah, like gone are the days. Like I mean.
Thank God Hector's here.
I remember when it would be like, I remember when like the Lord of the Rings movies came out, and they didn't come out during the summer. They came out closer to like Thanksgiving, Christmas. And that was like a big deal because that was like, that's the holiday season movie. It's not going to be it's not going to be a summer movie. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Like the summer movies were saved for like, I almost want to feel like Star Wars? Wasn't Star Wars like summer?
Star Wars initially was, but then the modern ones they did at Christmas time.
Kid 2, sorry.
I really like that because then it became its own thing, right? Coming like you'd be like, oh, it's a Christmas thing now. It's a holiday. It's a special event again, even if they're getting the borrowed interest from the holidays, right?
Yeah. I think that's coming from like movies studios don't want to compete with another studio because with tickets being so expensive now, it's like you can only choose to go to maybe one movie a month, and even that's a lot for some people. So, oh my goodness. So you're not over the summer. You're not gonna release like a bunch of really good and big movies all at once because then people you're only gonna get like people who can afford to go instead of everyone who's gonna go like, in October I'm gonna go see this, and then in December 2 months later I'm gonna go see this. It's 100%. Not. It doesn't work like, I'm gonna go see this today, that tomorrow, and then that the next day.
Agreed.
I feel like I should be making fun of Steve. Yeah. Hey, Steve.
Hey, serious face.
You got the radioactive materials? All right.
What do you mean? There's a bomb in the luggage compartment?
Let's see. What's Sagaseg say? Solo was the only one of the new ones that didn't come out in December.
Wow.
Yeah, except Solo. Is that even a Star Wars movie?
I think it's more of a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
What did I see the other day about that? I saw
someone did a face swap of
that's what they were doing. Face. Yeah, dude, it's like you can do that. You can do the whole entire thing, and you can even do like
it was de-aged Harrison Ford over that guy's face for like a clip of the movie, and I was like, I'll see that.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like the text there, so
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve has always Steve for like a year and a half has always been going, hey, you guys have no idea about AI. And I saw a thing today as like, oh, this is what Steve was talking about 2 years ago. That somebody had scanned in a picture of Albert Einstein. He's just standing in front of a blackboard, and then they just press a button, and now he's talking about something and waving his hands around. You can, it's like, holy shit, that's insane.
Dude, that's like 2 years. That's like 2.5 years old. That's 2.5. That's like 2 years old.
That's what I'm saying. That like it blows my mind.
That's
now.
where they were.
Like, oh yeah, that's what's just getting to the people. Like I can imagine that, you know, Humphrey Bogart in Blade Runner is like on somebody's computer right now. You know,
I'm trying. It's just not working yet. So I'm working on it.
All right, what's Bayless saying? He's summer of '84. Yeah, I know, but like, you know, that's not recent history.
Yeah, that's kind of a full circle. That kind of goes back to like where
that's
it
what it
like,
used to be like.
Right,
like
40 years ago,
fucking 20 movies of awesomeness, right?
Well, should we jump into the Fantastic Four one?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you guys want to talk about, because I'm just gonna, you know, you're gonna say something, I'm just gonna be like, and then
all right. Well,
be like,
did you all notice that they did reveal his stretching ability in the trailer?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see that.
What did he do?
Well, they blacked out he's at the chalkboard.
Yes.
And they only show his one arm, but supposedly they blacked out his other arm.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but I'm also interested, like, is his ability something that people don't know? Like, you're going to save that for the movie?
Unless they haven't finished the effects on it yet.
Oh, okay, that's cool. My thing would be like, I just don't want to hear the fucking half the country go, "No, that's stupid. It doesn't look good. That's shitty CG." Look at that perfect thing, and people were still saying that.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. Like, why give them let's introduce it all out slowly. Like, all right, cool. People saw the thing. They're gonna shit on it for a week. Now we can introduce fantastic, you know, Reed Richards in the next trailer. Let them shit on that.
Right, exactly. Walker, what did you say about the? Oh, you said something cool about the special effects of the thing. Where the thing that was cool to you was the sound.
Oh yeah, when he was clapping.
Well, Walker said when he licks the spaghetti, you kind of hear this really subtle like rock
crunch a little bit.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then when he goes and claps, you really get it. It's the same sound, but it's a little more forward. And I firmly believe I saw little puffs of dust coming out. You know, the best thing. Can I just say the best thing for the CG for that trailer though is when Johnny goes by. There's like lens flares from his light and soot and smoke hitting the camera. Yeah, and I just fucking flipped out. I was like, those are people paying attention. Right? So of course there's little subtle rock sounds, and I don't know. I loved everything about that trailer.
Yeah, agreed.
Sorry, buddy. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say when he's walking around, like even before he claps, when he's moving his arms out to go clap, you can hear like
there's sort of a
stuff moving.
There's a sort of subtle sound that sounds like my shoulder where I broke my collarbone.
That's what you think of it, yeah.
It's just all over his body.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when it comes to rock people, I'm going to trust the guy who cut granite for how many years?
I'm really excited about this movie. I think the cast is perfect. I think everything that everyone says as a like a ding against it at this point is just on crack.
Yeah. I mean, what's her name? Vanessa Kirby?
Yes.
Just anyone who's seen any of her work in Mission Impossible knows that she is just amazing. Her like little facial expressions when she's just like doing the math in her head. She's great.
Yeah, there was some guy who was going, "Oh, her face is too angular and that's not Sue." And I was like thinking to myself, wow, if I could kill some people and get away with it, that guy would just evaporate. Like you can't say that about actors because that's their job is to act, right? And so what kind of thing is like saying, "Oh, that person's cheekbones are a little too high," and it makes her look severe, and Sue Richards is not a severe person. I'm like, what? Just none of that made any sense to me.
It's a great trailer. The music, I thought the music was was perfect.
I've been saying that around my house all. Fantastic Four.
I saw in one of the, you know how everyone like, what was the one that we used to watch all the time? Was Screen Crush, Screen Rant? What's the one?
Yeah, Screen Crush. Yeah.
I saw on one of them after the trailer dropped that they said that the what I think is the coolest Easter egg is when they're in their costumes, the stage is actually like it's like a repro of Ed Sullivan the Ed Sullivan show when the Beatles premiered.
Very cool.
So it's kind of like the Fab Four and like the, you know, like the Fantastic. It's like, dude, like even that little nod is like, that's fucking brilliant shit.
They're all on the same page. Some guy was complaining, if you can believe this, about Galactus. Like,
really?
What?
Like his size, or
like, I don't know if you saw the original version of Galactus, because this guy looks stupid compared to the original cloud form, which is obviously the real Galactus. And I was like, dude, no, just shut up. And honestly, don't you get the feeling that this whole movie takes place in their cool 1950s science magic dimension anyway? So
that's what I think.
Yeah, having Galactus come down and do some crazy shit.
Wait, that's
great. It didn't happen in the MCU. It happens.
I think kind of the opposite. I think that it's going to take place in a few different New Yorks.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching the skyline.
I saw
that makes sense, Mark.
Easter egg thing that on the chalkboard that Reed Richards was writing on, it had the same. It had a multiversal bridge. And so
yes, I saw
working
that.
on the math to get multiverse stuff, and it's just on the chalkboard.
Dude,
like
Galactus jumping universes trying to find them, and they're like, shit, he's going to find us in this new 1950s Earth we just landed on. He's coming for us.
Well, on the chalkboard, he's got the multiverse tunnel thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Walker just said that, buddy.
I know. I'm half putting everything together. I'm a second behind. I have kids talking to me in the background.
Mark is so savage. Like, hey, join the expedition, Steve.
Hey, wake up, motherfucker.
I did like the only reason I think that though, Mark, is that they're in their cool science magic thing where all the music is very Disney and everything. Just for the express purpose of getting to read your name in the credits, because at the end they jump in and go, does this universe have a Tony Stark? And that's how the movie ends with them going into the MCU, and then the mid credits and after credits scene is like something that they do for Doomsday.
Yeah.
So
100%.
So expect that Disney check, man, because that's going to happen. I was telling Walker that yesterday. I said, I'm going to be happy when that happens, like I was disappointed that the Obi-Wan show was not called Tatooine Sunrise. I'm like, everything's forgiven if you give Mark that line, man, because it
was called that in my head every time I watched an episode.
I saw a cool T-shirt in the Star Wars font. And you know the cool diagonal rectangular thing, the logo that they did for Empire Strikes Back, but instead that it's spelled out. It's a older code, sir, and around it it's like I was just about to let them through, and I was like, I hate dumb shit on T-shirts, but I like that one. Mimi got me a good one actually that says synonym roll, but I
love that one.
Yeah. Oh, look at she's overhearing in the background.
The producer in the back.
Everybody on your best behavior. Jesus.
Walking in place? No, not walking in place. Okay. Yeah, maybe next Dork Court I'll do it from from Lauren's pod in the backyard with the.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, did she have it yet?
Yeah. We built it. It's in the backyard. It's
what? Like, how long did that take? Like 3 days?
Yeah, the contractor guys built it in like a day. One day.
I'll be right over.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
congrats. That's cool as hell.
Yep. So Lauren, like I said, Lauren's in New Orleans, so it's not like she's even using it. So I guess I could use it, but it's raining. So
having a little office clubhouse on the back is a game changer. It really is.
Yeah. It's warmer than the garage, that's for sure.
Hector's cracking up. Someone bitched about the ages of Reed and Sue. You mean that like they're too old or something? I mean, Reed has gray in his hair, man.
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like he does when they're astronauts, though.
Yeah, I
Did
know
you
they
notice
de-age
that?
him a little bit. It looked like.
So that's the part I did like, was like, at least that's how I took that. I thought, like, when they show the footage of them, like, and like Ben is still Ben, like they looked young.
Yeah.
Younger. And then he looks a little older as they're walking around the Baxter building. Anyway, it looks good. I need more info.
That whole like too old thing, and Sue is in her early 20s. Yeah, absolutely. That works for 1962.
Well, right. Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's no way anyone's going to buy Sue in her early 20s now, because people in their early 20s are all like either dipshits or hackers.
That or they look like kids that go to, or they look like kids that go to school with Walker. Like you can't.
Right. That's exactly what I mean. They don't.
They look like I can't tell if they're 15 or 20 or like 30. You know,
right.
It's that age range is just like, you know, like I know 25-year-olds that look exactly like Walker that work at my company. Do you know what I mean? And like you could not tell the difference. Like, how old are you? Are you in you're in high school? Oh no, you graduated from college. This is your first job. What? How does that even make sense? But
remember we went to go see Jim Jeffries?
Yeah.
Like that was even younger. You were like 16, right?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
They were like, "Oh, you need the drinking ban, pal." And he's like, I'm a teenager. And they're like, really?
Yeah, you guys got water?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, wow. I just remember that because that was the first time, and I was like, that's just gonna be hilarious for the next 5 years. And everybody thinks that he's older than he is.
Well, speaking of that, Larry, I know you're a big Liquid Death fan. You gotta make and no commercial here, but you gotta try the soda waters. Have you seen these?
I have not.
This is like this is their Dr. Pepper. They do a cola and they do a root beer.
Oh, that's cool.
They're really, the root beer is solid.
I'll try that, but I'm all about the water.
Yeah, but so it's just
beer.
Flavored sparkling water anyway.
I did try a new flavor to me. What was that, Walker? The melon one? What was that?
Convicted melon.
I like that one.
I like that one a lot. That was good.
That's solid. Well, all right. Fantastic Four, we all agree, amazing. Hopefully we get another version of the trailer that shows a little more of Red Ghost.
Because you don't tell everybody too that Randall and I did one on the FF.
Yes.
We talked for an hour and a half and only got about halfway through it. Because half of it was me going, Randall, what the fuck? How old are you? How do you not know? Anyway.
Well, do you want to jump into the Jurassic one?
Yeah, let's do Jurassic World then.
Yeah. Well, has everyone seen it, right?
Yes. I don't know. Did you see it, Walker?
I've seen the first 5 seconds, and then I skipped the ad.
Yeah, what was it? Why did you do that?
I wanted to watch. It just came up before a video I was going to watch, and I was like, oh, I should watch that later, and then I forgot.
Well,
before we start, can I tell you I heard a really cool anecdote about this, and I cannot confirm if this is true or not. Steve will probably know because he's on the deep state black internet for everything. So apparently everybody's like, what's Scarlett Johansson doing in the new Jurassic World?
Okay. I
guess
I have a theory.
Right?
I have a theory already, but yes.
Well, I heard that's part of her compensation package about them fucking her on Black Widow, that she's apparently the biggest Jurassic Park fan. And she's like, okay, just let me be in this and be the star of the next 3 or something, and I won't say a word. And they're like, no problem. And that sounds like cool. the kind of thing that Hollywood would do to solve some problems. Because I can't wait to tell everybody that Walker needs to take over Star Trek because I have pictures of Alex Kurtzman or something. So I believe that she would do that. That sounds very likely to me.
I know she's a crazy fan, and I've definitely read like an article in like Variety or something like that. Like she's actually a huge Jurassic Park fan and wanted to be in them for a very long time.
Yeah.
If that kind of works in that familiarity where it's like, hey, we screwed you with Black Widow, like, I would be.
Take your favorite thing as a consolation, right?
Right. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like,
I hope that is true.
Yeah. But I also like, she's gonna be in Doomsday. She's not gonna be in Doomsday, but she's definitely gonna be in Secret Wars.
They should have made her Doctor Doom.
She could be a version of Doctor Doom, right?
That'd be
She
great.
could be Kang.
When Bayless was talking about all this stuff, I forgot about that. But unbelievable summers back in the day. Like I think everybody thinks that whatever your summers back in the day means to you, nobody thinks they were shitty. Everybody thinks that was great. Girls were prettier, food was better, fucking 16
The air was
degrees
cleaner.
in the summertime. Everything is cooler when you're right, Walker.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, hey, you can tell Steve real quick about the Juggers. What's that name of that movie, Steve?
Oh,
Yeah.
Blood of Heroes. Did you watch it?
Not yet.
He's living it.
Hold on. Wasn't I supposed to see if I had a copy of that? Hold on. Let me write it down again. Sorry. It's like
It's Blood of the Heroes, but it was also out under like Power of the Jugger or something.
yeah, it was
right?
like Prayer of the Juggers. or something.
Ears of the Jugger, I think it was.
Ears of the Jugger. Yeah. Hold on. I wrote it down.
And
No,
Walker, do you want to explain to the people who probably weren't here last week what this is?
It's a 5v5 game where 4 people on each side are equipped with foam swords. You can have a sword and a shield, or like a long sword or a staff. And one person who has to go and pick up a ball or the dog skull in the middle and put it in the goal on the opposite side while everyone is trying to hit each other. It is
Salute of
really
the
fun.
Juggers.
But play at your own risk. I bruised my thumb yesterday.
Our first casualty.
Oh, boo! I
Dangerous
bruised my
game.
thumb yesterday.
Dangerous game.
Yeah, you see the other guy.
Yeah.
All right. It's Salute of the Juggers. I gotta check. I'm pretty sure I have that in one of my hard drives. I know I do because when we were talking about it last week. I have every Rucker Hauer movie, so I have to have that.
Oh, then you have to. Yeah.
Probably listed as that. So,
Salute of the Juggers.
Salute of the Juggers, I think, is one of the names of it.
I
I think I have it as Blood of Heroes.
I just can't get over that somebody watched that movie and then said, "Hey, this made-up game sounds really cool. We should do that." And then, 30 years later, they have like clubs in high schools and, competing teams. Everybody goes to drive to, Archie Williams and then goes beats up on those guys with PVC things. I just can't get over that. I'm like, where's legit rollerball, man?
It's coming. It's got to be coming, right?
I'm hoping.
I got the suit. Give me the. I'm too old now. I'd skate around a couple of times and then just be like, somebody give me a scooter.
Well, I did a little research on the Jugger thing. Is like the guy the stunt coordinator made it up for the movie.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then it actually
we need a
became
game
sport after. But think about it. That's kind of like, isn't that like Quidditch though? Like it was made like for Harry Potter.
Better because you can actually play it.
Well, yes.
You don't need a flying wand.
It's more like you can speak Klingon because the guy who made it up made it conform to rules, and that's the thing. It's just the stunt coordinator didn't do something cool to make it look cool. He made up something that made sense.
Yeah,
and I think that's fantastic. I love people like that. Like, yeah, we can make it look pretty or we can make it real. Anyway, speaking of making it real, what are you doing, Walker, on your 3D printer?
The Nova Core helmets?
Well, or anything. You got those frames? Steve and Mark would love that.
Yeah.
He's making frames for his comics to display.
Oh,
awesome.
like comic capsule kind of things?
Just like,
Oh, so you can display them behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Taking down his boyhood karate chop certificates and like putting up his favorite covers.
I got to put those back up though. Hang those from the
When
ceiling.
you were a boy, you chopped like a boy. You thought like a boy. Now that you're a man, you put away chopping things, right?
Wax on, wax off.
Well, I saw online that I think Chris was 3D printing the Ultimate Nullifier. So
yeah.
If I can put in an order with the Walker's 3D printer of an Ultimate Nullifier, I feel like I need that like right here next to one of my Ponegachis. So
Walker, we should in gunmetal and put some lights in it for Steve.
Well, don't go
That'll
too
be
crazy, but
Yeah, no, just like
Order
it's so
place.
easy. Just go to Walgreens and buy some toy with a switch and just destroy it and pull the circuit board and the LEDs out. You can put it right into two little clamshell things.
yes.
It's really easy.
But I saw that when I saw the ones he printed, and I was like, oh, I need that. I need that.
Good job, Chris.
Yes. Oh,
There's some better ones online than the one. No, yeah, except I don't believe you. Yours are perfect.
the one he posted and printed looked great. So
I did sort of eyeball it because he posted one with a picture from the comic, but like artists draw it slightly different every time, you know. So like that's an idealized version of the nullifier. That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean,
I love the little like switch and the little thing that comes out. It just looks like you're going like this, except with a thing that can destroy Galactus. Like Reed is like, party on, Galactus.
So Walker, you didn't see the Jurassic World trailer.
Not all of it, but if I'm not mistaken, it's when like dinosaurs are just running around all of Earth, right? Because they all escaped at the end of the Jurassic World.
So I got a weird vibe from this trailer. Like it's not a reboot, right?
I don't think so. I think it's just they're exploring another bit because they go back to the first Isla Nublar that's been sort of ignored for all the last 7 movies.
Okay.
And so everything's old and destroyed and everything, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you, there's like crazier dinosaurs here. That's why we left.
These are the ones too dangerous for the park."
I'm in.
Wait, what's
ScarJo's gonna run around? I'm good.
What's Isle Nublar?
Well, it's the first island. It's Ilsa Nuber or something, or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
It's the one where they built the park, right?
The first Jurassic Park,
Oh,
where
okay.
all that is.
Yeah.
And I think the second one took place there, but after that, they're all fucking over the place.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
And
you're
you're right.
second
They're like
site.
they're loose all over the Earth, but I guess they need to go to this island because it was the first island, but it's the crazier dinosaurs. But then those crazy dinosaurs have a potential cure for all like diseases. That
Right.
So
That island would have the first genetic things that they made, so they would need the stuff from there to then
We're milking it. We're just milking it.
Hey, look, when Scarlett Johansson says, "I want to be in your fucking dinosaur movie," you say yes.
How high?
I mean, it is.
I saw that in
though.
Ghostbusters. That's a line from Ghostbusters.
It is funny if you look at the cast, though. It's like Black Widow, the guy who's supposed to play Blade, the guy who was in one of the Deadpool movies. It's like I know I'm really like downplaying most of the people that are in it.
Yeah, you forgot gay British guy.
Right. No, what's his name? Isn't he Rupert Friend? There's a ton of people.
Yeah, Rupert Friend is in it.
Yeah, and then I think a Bridgerton guy's in it. I just don't know who.
That's who I said. Gay British guy. I just assume everyone in Bridgerton, I assume, is gay and or British.
Oh, he's from Wicked. That's what the girls told me. He's from Wicked.
Oh well.
Oh.
So, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a pretty insane cast.
It's a great cast, and everybody loves dinosaurs. And honestly, if you really look at, Jurassic World, Superman, and FF, I think Superman's the one that's people are gonna wait last on.
I agree. I think so
because as cool as it is, it's not really a Superman movie. It's like people aren't gonna be like, "Oh, I'm dying to see Nathan Fillion finally playing a Green Lantern." They'll be like, "You know what? I'm gonna see the dinosaur one because I'm taking my kids and everybody loves dinosaurs. And then I love the FF, so let's go see the FF, and then we'll catch Superman. I'm sure it's good."
Superman
is our family.
FF.
That's all going to be in a span of 18 hours.
Oh, is that your order? Walker,
The marathon.
Is that your order? Is that your?
That's what I want to see. Yeah.
Say it again, pal. I didn't hear.
Superman, FF, Jurassic World.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I totally get that for a teenager.
Mark, what's yours?
I might be on the same level.
Okay, cool.
Larry,
Because I mean, the reboot of the DC universe, the whole new direction, right?
This is issue 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm weird because I'm old and I love the FF. I've loved the FF since I was in 4th grade. So I'm one of those people that thinks the Roger Corman version is the best one so far. So I know already
with the waving of the arm in the limo.
I love that. I love that big stick there with a hand on the end, with a glove on the end. Yeah, so you know me. I love all the cheesy Star Trek episodes the best. So a nice big cheesy FF movie is great in that it has the best thing suit and it has the most accurate Doctor Doom suit. So like if you remember, I'm the guy who finds 1 or 2 things to like and then I'm okay. I fucking love the Doctor Doom suit. I even liked, Johnny's like just crazy 1989 CG animation stuff. Like, what are they supposed to do? Set a prisoner on fire? It's like, hey man, we can gas you for because you're getting the death penalty, or you can put this outfit on and we'll set you on fire and just kind of throw you through the air, and your family will say that you were in a movie. Right. Like, that's really the only way you get a better Human Torch, Anyway, so I'm gonna go FF and then Superman and then Jurassic Park, because as much as I'm interested in Jurassic Park, there's been like 7 movies already. So I'm sure it's gonna be great. They know what they're doing, they have the formula. It's like if you feel like fast food, go get some fast food. And this one's give me the Happy Meal box with Scarlett Johansson on it. It's kind of, I'm not really looking forward to it, but I will have loved it when I'm coming out. I'll be like, that was the best. But I've been looking forward to a good FF movie for like around 48 years.
Yeah.
So I'm good because this one looks great. It fits. Are you leaving forever, Steve?
Nope. I just got to deal with the kid thing for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Anyway, what were we? Is that the only trailers we got this week? Those 2 movies, FF, Jurassic World.
I think so. There were wait, I think there was another one, wasn't there, Walker? I asked you. Oh no, it was Jurassic Park. If I asked you.
Yeah, I don't know about trailers.
Yeah, but then we have the Super Bowl this weekend, right?
Yeah,
so that should probably yield something.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for pop culture? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Huh.
Probably.
That's a great guess. Like our family does advertising bingo so we all make up our own bingo cards to see what kind of thing we're expecting to show up.
Oh, that's
awesome. That would be a great category. What movie's coming out that hasn't had a trailer yet?
Will you post that bingo card in our little private chat? Because I think I'm gonna play along.
Well, we haven't made one for this year yet, but I can show you.
I have the file.
What?
Yeah, I have the file. I still.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's just a blank ad. It says. Bingo.
But we handwrite our stuff in the squares. Yeah. No, Mark is asking like, what do you think when we do one? Well, I'll send it to you, pal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what might get maybe not a new trailer, but we'll probably get like all of the trailers and maybe some extra stuff. Is probably Brave New World, because if the Super Bowl is on the 9th, and then that would make sense to get like everyone excited for something that comes out 4 days later. So maybe something new, or probably like a Thunderbolts trailer or something.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
But
new Thunderbolts thing, kind of explaining Sentry a little more.
Yeah.
Chuck agrees with me about Corman. You should watch that dopey thing.
Which one?
The Fantastic Four movie from like 1990. You would just never stop laughing. Although I will say Rebecca Stahl, I think her name is, the actress who played Sue. That's somebody who looks exactly like how John Byrne used to draw Sue. So they found some Hollywood waitress who's like, and her hair's really blonde, so she doesn't have the wig problem the actresses usually have.
Sorry guys, I'm dealing with the backyard, the tent over the contractor stuff blew into the neighbor's backyard, so I'm dealing with that. So
sorry, Steve.
Hold on. Sorry.
Why don't we just all get in the car and go help you?
No need.
Well, poor Steve is the one who would have known what's coming out.
Yeah.
Did you see the Channing Tatum, Wrexham, Star Trek, Wrath of Khan cold brew commercial? What's STO? something of something cold brew commercial.
I mean, I'm thinking.
I did not. But that Wrexham is some soccer thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
one.
Reynolds. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Rob McElhenney?
Both.
He's
Yeah.
more famous than that Reynolds guy you guys all love, right?
You know how much we love that proposal.
What the hell
And
is
Van Wilder.
ST of small O is probably of STOK cold brew? Chris, just write it. Stop working at work of the California Judicial Branch.
Oh, I think Stoke is just the name of the company.
Oh, is it stock
Yeah.
cold brew? Oh, okay, all right. Well, of course I don't understand.
All right, well, we'll allow it.
That's
Forgiven.
the brand stock. What's it stand for? Sucky toffee of the Kardashians. I don't know. Stoke. Oh, right. Stoke. Okay.
Stoke.
That makes all the sense in the world. That I wouldn't know that. But it's so anyway, getting back to it, everybody knows I love Channing Tatum. Who doesn't? Walker and I watched The End again the other day. We didn't know what to watch. We're like,
Oh,
hey, let's watch Giant Black Demon. Is mommy still there?
Yeah.
Penis. Go by. And man, that was so funny. I was gonna yell a slang word for that. And let's be respectful for our
I saw something where it was like Seth Rogen talking about that, and they were like, "Hey, Channing, man, we can have a stunt double."
Hey,
Oh,
check it
Randall.
out. At 3:45, our boy Randall's here, so that actually worked. Let's get him on. Hey, Randall.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
You know Mark Espinoza, right?
howdy.
Yeah.
And my son Walker Young.
Hello.
Nice to
So
see you, man.
Randall, why are you jumping in after having talked about the Fantastic Four with me already? Do you want me to announce it, or do you want to announce it?
Oh, please do the honors.
Well,
It's your idea.
We had such a blast talking to Randall about the FF, and I was making so much fun of him because it's like, how have you not seen like MASH or something? Like, yeah, Randall's a great nerd, but he's just half my age, right? So I always sort of like give him a hard time, like, how have you not seen Buckaroo Banzai? And so
Yeah.
between Steve's book, as you see, wait,
Nice.
have you not seen this? He does the article for the website, and I was like, well, let's get Randall on, and we can be like, Randall, how, like, explain yourself. Like, how have you not seen this cool shit?
Yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of TV as a kid, and there was this TV show on HBO. What was it called?
See, he doesn't even remember. This is going to be a great show. So anyway, on Mondays at like what have we decided what time? 3:00 or 6:00?
Yeah, whatever time you want me to do it, I can do it.
Well, we'll figure it out over the weekend. But we're gonna do, what did we call it? Randall watches something. I forget what we're calling it, but Randall is gonna watch something that either us or the audience comes up with. Like, Randall, how have you not fucking seen this movie? And then we're gonna vote on it, and then he's gonna watch it and then talk about it, and it's gonna be really
awesome.
Cool. We'll get that idea about what.
In fact, if you guys want to make a list of like, hey, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'll go down the list. I'll be like, yes, no, yes, no.
We should just ask the kids, and because Steve already does his article. Like, have you? So first of all, you should just watch every. I should send you a copy of Steve's book. You watch everything in there just to kind of catch up.
Yeah.
And then Walker? What was the other one? We were driving to school. I was like, I can't believe Randall hasn't seen.
Blade Runner.
Have you seen the Escape from New York?
I have seen it. Yeah, I mean, what's funny is I watched it for the first time maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
How is that even possible?
I watched Escape from LA first as a kid.
You know, I love Escape from Law. Me and Mark call it Escape from Law. We don't call it LA.
I always remember the basketball scene. I always like, because I played basketball.
You made all those shots in real life. Apparently,
yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Well, anyway, so we'll see you, Randall, on Monday, right?
Yes, sir. I've already got Buckaroo Banzai on my to-be list.
Oh, excellent. All right, man. We're gonna. Do you want, like, it doesn't matter if Randall tells us about stuff. Yeah.
No,
we're only gonna be on for another 10 minutes. You want to join us for the rest of it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, so then, Nice to meet you. I think we've only met through
Oh, sorry.
social, but
Yeah.
I threw you up, Steve, while you were doing your stuff. I introduced him to Mark and to Walker. I'm sorry.
nice.
So that's
all good.
Steve Ukraine. While you were gone, man, I did say
Yeah, I heard.
the writer of this.
Yep.
But yeah, so joining
What
the
I was gonna say,
Dark
what's
Court
it?
family, Randall.
Yeah. Well, what's your thoughts on the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer?
I feel almost the same, if not slightly less than Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's our
Okay.
question. Right before you showed up, we're looking at for July is the FF Superman
Yep.
and Jurassic World. What's your excitement level? How would you rate those as 1, 2, and 3?
1, 2, and 3. Okay. Right now, it's 2 across the board.
No, I meant like if you were ranking them.
If you're getting in line, if you're getting in line to see all 3.
Oh,
movies,
which one I'm going to
what's the
see
order?
first?
Yeah.
Well, if you can see here, I got my DC Studio shirt. So Superman's going to be first.
Yeah.
Walker agrees.
As much as I love Jurassic Park, I'm a comic book fanatic first, top. So like Fantastic Four is going to be before Jurassic Park. So Jurassic Park's on the bottom of the list. And oddly enough, in that ranking, that's also the ranking of like which films I'm most excited to see and like which ones I think are going to do the best. Actually, I take that back. Jurassic Park might do better than Fantastic Four. I do better than Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's bold.
Interesting.
If you had said Superman, I'd agree with you.
I think Superman's going to do the worst out of all 3.
I do too.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I do too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know why? Because I think people. I'm telling you, it's going to get bad press that first week because everyone's going to say this isn't like the Christopher Reeve Superman, and that's it. Superman's the only character that has that like.
I have a counter.
Oh, okay. But I just feel like I love James Gunn. I love his ability to add comedy into movies, and the Superman Clark Kent dynamic is the perfect thing for James Gunn's comedy to run out. But I think, yeah. Anyway, go on. Counter. Hit it.
My counter. You said Christopher Reeve, and I guarantee you half of the population in the world currently right now, they don't know who Christopher Reeve is.
Listen,
and it's a crime. He's the best. Everybody should know who he is. I'll never forget. I went and saw Superman Returns, and there was a young couple next to me, and they said that, oh, this is our first Superman movie. Like, we've never seen any Superman movie before that. So I was like, this is like a sequel to the Christopher Reeve Superman films. And they're like, meh, like we're just gonna just watch it,
Randall, here's what I think is going to happen for kids like you, and why most of the audience is different. Like you and Walker are psyched, right? But Superman is 80 years old, so everybody already has an idea of what Superman's like, and they all have a favorite Superman movie, right? Or a cartoon, or a doll, or a fucking puzzle. Superman's been in the world for almost 100 years, right?
They know him by name.
So what's going to happen is everybody goes, oh, they turned Superman into Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's going to be a giant pothole to get over until, like, the movie's probably going to be great, right? I get it. But it's going to be great to guys like us, and the regular world is going to be slow to warm up to it. So I think that's going to impact how much money it makes.
I want to hear what Walker has to say.
I've been saying so Sagisag said that that people are Supermaned out, but and while yes, this is a Superman movie, this is the entire start to the DC line of movies that they're doing. So I'm not looking at this as Superman #1. I'm looking at it as DC #1, because it's not just Superman. Like, Superman is the headliner, but you have Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, Hawkman,
the Authority,
and Drax,
and
Rocket Raccoon, and it's the same fucking thing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, hold on.
Aren't going to care.
I'm going to also throw another monkey wrench into this. Ready? Superman that movie, the Christopher Reeves documentary,
Yeah.
is actually, because I think it's on HBO Max and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is going to steal thunder from the Superman movie.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna bum people out, man.
Or is it going to
interesting.
add to people wanting to see a new Superman?
Nope.
A lot of people, I don't think, watch documentaries. Like, there's a chunk of people that watch them. There's a chunk, but I think, like,
People don't watch documentaries.
1 out of 4, maybe 1 out of 4 at the most, are going maybe will watch the Christopher Reeve documentary. I watched it, and it was fantastic. But that's because I'm a Superman fan. I'm a Christopher Reeve fan. Other people, they probably would rather watch like a nature documentary. They'd watch elephants.
Listen. The crazy part is that the crazy part is that documentary didn't get nominated for an Academy Award, even though it's probably the best documentary that came out last year. So, but I'm just saying, I think it's kind of it's gaining a little notoriety. I mean, it's a very good documentary. I watched it, but it's gaining a little bit of notoriety, and it's getting it right now during the award season. It's gonna steal a little thunder. I'm telling you, it's gonna steal thunder from the James Gunn Superman.
Award season. What's the last award show that it's going to appear on before the movie releases in July?
Well,
Academy Awards.
Yeah, when's the Academy Awards? Was that already?
Usually like February or March.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So it would be March.
Mark, man, what do you think? Because Randall said he doesn't think people know who Christopher Reeve is, and then said everybody loves the Christopher Reeve documentary. So we should just. I
didn't say everybody.
I'm riding the wave of like Superman fatigue. Like, who said Superman out? Yeah, Sag. Like, how long ago was it? Henry, what's his face, Cavill was Superman. That was like what, 2 years ago in people's minds?
Mean, a small role cameo, right, in the Black Adam movie. I don't think that cameo is like too much. This is too much Superman for me for the whole year.
I didn't even remember that. I thought the last one was his thing at Shazam.
Yeah, and they didn't even show his face.
No, I know. That's what I don't care. How much I don't care about Superman. I couldn't remember his last thing. I think the three smart, mature guys at the top of our screen here all have the correct idea of Superman, and then the two young guns at the bottom are like, "Yeah, we'll see, old people. We'll see."
Listen, it's funny because as an old man, I'm excited to go in and see The Authority, like an obscure DC comic that's making an appearance in a Superman movie.
Just the engineer, though.
Yeah, could be more.
You think so?
I mean, if she introduces the ship, and I don't know.
I do Apollo and Midnighter and cast Cavill and Affleck. I will be like, great. Go ahead and do that.
I don't think Affleck would agree to it, but it would be cool to see it.
I would have to wear a diaper in that movie theater.
I don't know. He's been married 4 or 5 times.
Maybe I can finally sell my Authority page then. Listen, just anything that's making my comic book art more valuable.
Draw that?
What's that?
Who drew your Authority page?
Art Adams.
Oh, Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll sell it back to him, maybe. he's kind of he's a nice guy. He did.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, thank you for taking care of this.
I saw him last year.
Yeah, but if they pull off I don't think they're going to be in it.
No, I don't.
No.
The Gossip Mills, I think the cameos have been they've announced everyone.
Yeah. I love that Randall and Walker are so excited about like DC, chapter 1, and this is the reboot. I'm excited for them.
If it's because you're Superman out, but that's because all we've had for the last however many years is like the Zack Snyder Superman. Like, you don't like the writer.
You know what it is?
I don't really like Tom King. I'm waiting for a new writer, and then I'll pick it up. Titans was great with Tom Taylor, but now the new writer, I don't really like it. So I'm going to stop getting that issue, and I'm going to wait until a new writer comes in and starts doing the characters justice again. And now we have a new writer who's writing Superman, and people are going to start watching it again.
All right, I have a theory. Ready?
Okay.
The three of us up top, we all lived through Michael Keaton Batman.
Oh,
And we understand that there was a point where DC a DC movie was the king of a season, and it took us many years until Marvel figured out how to crack that nut, where you'd go see a Marvel movie and it would, Iron Man, but then a few after that. So we experienced when DC was big, then died, and then Marvel took the throne. You guys have been around to see DC be the big one.
I wouldn't say that DC died. I mean, they took a break, right? What was Batman and Robin was what, 98?
I would say that they didn't die because they never were. Like Steve, when he posited his thing, I was going to interrupt him, but I'm not. I try not to do that. And then plus, I'm glad because he said a really interesting thing. He said, "Remember in 1989 or whatever, Batman was great, and then everybody loved Marvel when Iron Man came in, and it was that's it exactly. Like the DC movies were always character stuff. Like nobody went, that's a Batman movie. They didn't say that's a DC movie, right?
Right.
And so that's why Marvel was winning, because Marvel right away was like, "Hey, everybody, come to the Marvel party. Here's our special guest, Iron Man." And then they just kept going, and after a while, it just went in everybody's head that this is a big thing called Marvel. And this particular chapter is just, the third part of the Captain America thing,
You'll rue the day you talk bad about DC.
The one thing
I wasn't talking bad about them.
The one thing I
Walker,
will
I hope
say
you're right.
that Marvel had, and they had it ever since the 90s, was they've always been good at marketing. And, so that's why,
since the 90s. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's why
Marvel's been good at
Comics,
marketing since the 90s.
Yeah, since the 90s, man.
You mean since the 60s? Like you're throwing off 30 years of when Marvel crushed its marketing.
They really pushed their marketing in the 90s,
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Okay.
This sounds like a Monday conversation.
Well, I love this topic. I just want to say this topic is awesome because I'm realizing I didn't give my order of my list of what I wanted of what I thought.
Oh yeah.
So I am actually Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic World.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
Come
the
down
reason
here with us.
the reason for Superman being the one I want to see is because I think James Gunn is going to fuck up Superman. I'm
Stay back up there. Never mind. I think
I don't know about that.
No, listen. I think he's putting too much in it. I think he's just I
agree.
I mean,
I think if he was confident in making a solid Superman movie, you don't have to put all these bells in. Like, listen, if it's the introductory to the DC, that's 15%. That's like 15 minutes of your movie, and the other hour and 45 minutes is just Superman. And I know people don't want another Superman, but I don't know, man.
I will say this. I think the reason we're seeing so many characters in the Superman movie is he's very heavily influenced by Kingdom Come. And so I think he's going to take elements of Kingdom Come as his inspiration. Because the thing I don't like is that, to me, Superman was the first superhero. He's doing the reverse, where a bunch of heroes already exist, and now Superman is kind of emerging. And so I think the direction he's heading it is, like Kingdom Come. Like, he's going to inspire the heroes to be like, to be more heroic, to do better, to be better. I think that's his direction he's going with that.
Little fight in the comments. I like this.
I know. I like that.
I love Hector and Sagasag are like, although look, they agree.
Well, we will see. I mean, it's only a few months away. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
And we've only gotten one Superman trailer.
Yep.
And
you count the teaser to the trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we've only gotten one Fantastic Four. I'll be interested to see what the view count are those as we move closer. I'm sure there's well, let's see. I know Disney probably has something going on with the Super Bowl, so I have to imagine that some Fantastic Four something gets talked about at the Super Bowl.
Gotta be, right?
I has to.
Oh yeah.
If they have any sense, they just fly the Fantastic Car in at halftime.
Right.
Dude,
Because
just
I know
do that
this-
drone thing they did at Comic-Con. Have a big Galactus coming over the stadium.
Oh, that was
Oh.
insane. Yeah.
Ooh.
Get Jack Black to dress as Galactus.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. Anyway, that's a great time. We're at an hour. That's a great time to wind it all up. We'll see Randall on Monday. Anybody
so
got-
Randall
I don't
on Monday
drastically
is-
have to go to the bathroom this time, which is nice.
Oh, fantastic!
And
Talk to Mark in the green room.
Usually I have to go to take a wicked pee, and you guys are talking about your California ID cards, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool.
So hold on, just so I'm clear. So on Monday, you guys are you're watching Buckaroo Banzai and then talking about Buckaroo Banzai on Monday.
Yes.
Here's look at Gons did Hector did the math for us. Out for months, 54 million. Out for 2 days, 24 million. I think that
Wow.
I
think
Yeah, that's not really fair because 12 million of those views are you.
I actually made a joke. I was like, how many Disney employees are just having the trailer on loop at work?
The
while
view
they're just, like,
count?
working,
I don't know if that
They've
works.
got-
Listen, I don't know if
they've
that
got
works.
places-
I have Dork Court playing in the background on my one computer, and it still only has like 70 views. So
Well, the door courts are an hour long, and the FF trailer is like a minute and a half.
yeah, you can pay for. I mean, we all know you can pay for view counts. But
you have to look at something for a metric, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I just pointed out because I appreciated Hector basically fact checking us in real time.
Yeah, no, that's spectacular.
That was awesome.
When is Thunderbolts coming out?
That's a good question. Remember back in the day when we would always just know?
I would. My thing is, I thought it was coming out.
Hold on, I wrote it down.
February.
I wrote it down.
But that's the Cap movie.
May
I'm
2nd.
so excited for
May
that.
2nd.
May.
Okay.
I wrote it
May
down.
2nd?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the surprise hit of the year.
You think so?
Yeah.
That would be very
I-
surprising, and
it
I would be
wouldn't
very excited about
surprise
that.
me. I think everybody's that's another reason why the FF is going to do better than Superman. I think is because everybody's going to be so on fire for that Thunderbolts thing, and Marvel's already told everybody it's Marvel that you like, not the individual guys. Because boy, turning Taskmaster into a girl, that was stupid. But no one ever talks about that, right? They always talk about what they love in Marvel movies and what they hate in DC.
I don't know who you're
They talk about it on
talking
the
to.
East Coast. They don't talk about it on the West Coast.
I heard so much shit about Black Widow when it came out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I heard nothing but bad things.
sure, but from a bunch of teenagers who don't like girls yet.
Yeah. Number one, every main character in that movie had cooties.
Yeah.
Except
Cooties,
for Red
the,
Guardian.
Black Widow, Cooties, the movie. I like it.
I'll take it.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to go.
Anyway,
on
yeah,
off
that's
because
we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks everybody.
Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai on
Thanks.
Monday. I think I'm going to watch that tonight. So
Yeah. I might pop that on right now.
Hey, all right, maybe Walker could watch it again. He doesn't get why that movie's so cool.
We have 4 episodes of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man to watch.
That first one was great.
That was really good.
A couple of my friends think that you look like how they draw.
Oh, I see that.
I'll take it.
Your
Yeah,
character.
That's why I want the jersey.
I was like, have you seen all the like Peter Parker T-shirts he has from all the various Marvel movies? Like, yeah, he looks like Parker, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's call it,
Parker!
everybody. Thanks everybody for checking in with us live. That was cool.
yeah,
And
Randall, look
Bye.
forward to seeing you and Larry chat on Monday.
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah.
Awesome. Later, guys.